Hello degenerates, and welcome to another video analysis of a character. This time we're going to be talking about one of the most beloved characters in the entirety of the Smash Brothers franchise. I am of course talking about the universally reveled and praised character of the entire series, Mii fucking Gunner. I don't know, I'm just kidding. Everybody fucking hates the Miis, which kind of undeserved. They're interesting, but of course they're not very good. I don't know why everybody was like in a shitstorm about them. They had the small cup, the small size Miis. Everybody kind of got in a hissy fit about them, and then they just kind of died because everyone hated custom. So that's kind of the story that happened to them. But you know, all the Miis have actually been drastically reworked for Ultimate, and quite frankly, I'm pretty impressed. Just the animations got a lot more love. They look a lot better. They look like they actually function as characters now. So that's definitely a big step up. I mean, they did function before if you had the right setups, but it just wasn't anything too satisfying. The one that looked the best with the defaults was Mii Gunner in particular, just because like Mii Gunner's normals actually weren't too bad, and with the movement tech that you could do with the forward air, where you could basically glide across the entire stage, like if I heard correctly, I think there was some setup that you could do where she would actually be faster than Sonic. If I heard that correctly, I think that's what it was. There's just like a certain way that you could do a run back raw fair, and it would just end up being faster, and then you could just immediately grab, like some insane stuff that you could do with this character. But that aspect's been nerfed. But let's talk about this character overall, just because right now this is the character, this is the one Mii that we have the most footage of so far, and she's gotten a lot of good changes. Quite frankly, like this character is actually looking pretty solid. So one of the big things is that Fair did get a damage buff, but it got a range decrease as well. Let me just bring up the list over here on the side, so talk about this. So yeah, forward aerial has this decreased range and slightly more landing lag. That move did not have a lot of landing lag at all back in Smash 4. So in this way, they're kind of reducing the utility that you had with the movement, and definitely the decreased range. You don't get nearly as much sliding as you used to have in Smash 4. As you saw right there, Mii Gunner's dash attack is one of those few that is able to cross up, gain a lot of distance with it. So actually, you know, if you use this correctly right at somebody's shield, you will make it fairly hard for them to actually get up and punish you. So definitely something important to keep in mind as a Mii Gunner main. One of the big important changes is, just like Samus and every other character, you can now charge your charge shot in the air, and you are able to jump cancel it too. So all the mind games that Samus is going to be able to do with the charge shot, Mii Gunner is going to be able to do as well. Some other things, that Nair, as you see, sends you at a ridiculously good angle. Let's look at that again. If you watched my video analysis before, you saw me talk about this move and just talk about all the combo potential that it has. See right there, fair to charge shot. Of course, if you have a reflector or something that can absorb it, it's going to be pretty good. But yeah, I know that's back air. So look at this Nair. It just sends you straight horizontal right there. That smoke, that was the path. And you can combo that easily into a charge shot. Higher percents, you can probably just jump fair them as well. So that way you can just keep pushing them further and further away. And yeah, like this, like, you know, you're going to be able to build up damage really well, and you're going to be able to push off your opponents pretty good too. So unfortunately, Nair isn't exactly the quickest move in the world. Let's just look at the frame-by-frame analysis real quick. Let's make sure we're in 60 frames per second. Okay, so we are not in 60 frames, so this means we're in 30. So this means each frame count that we do is going to have to count for 2. But let's look at where this move starts. So this move is going to start behind you, and let's see. So this is where the move initiates. So 2, 4, 6. So about frame 6 is when this move starts. And if we look at Kurogane Hammer, let's see when this move actually... Do they not? Oh, yeah, Mii Fighters. And Gunner. So if we look at Mii's Nairs, the hitbox does come out frame 8. So in this case, if it is coming out frame... yeah, so if it is coming out frame 6, that is 2 frames faster, that's really good. If not, then this one has no hitbox. But as you can see, it starts behind and on top of her. So then it's like frame 10. This is frame 8. Yeah, so then this would be frame 8, frame 10, frame 12. So as you can see, frame 10 is when it hits above her, and frame 12 is when it hits below her. So that's That's pretty significant. That means this is not by no means a quick move. This is a move that you have to start up pretty early to land with. And it's going to be harder for you to beat out people in front of you with it. Not really as much of a get off me option. It's only a get off me option like when you have time to actually do it, if that makes any sense. You need time for it. If you see somebody approaching you, then you could throw this out. You could throw out this move if you know they're going to run into you. Either if this is a disjoint, then you have a pretty good chance of beating out most moves that are coming your way, of course, unless they have a sword. But it is going to be a move that you're going to be wanting to use a lot of neutral, something that you're going to want to land with, just so you get like this really juicy angle right there. Of course, there, try to do enough tilt, maybe at 0%. If it does knockdown, or like 10%, you might be able to combo that into F smash. I think there's a possibility or chance. Or maybe if the gunner actually moved forward with that nair, might have been able to combo that into an F smash just because there was no tech on that. Definitely possible. Still has the same jab where it does the rocket blast. That jab, from what I remember, was kind of notorious for people falling out. Same with that F smash. But with the smash ultimate fixes to multi-hits, I can't imagine that happening nearly as often as it used to. Pretty good look at the range on F smash there, so it kind of ended right where Ness is. So as you can see, covers a lot of ground. Really decent for catching landings. I'm not sure if we get to see how strong of a move it is, and we see that the reflector still has a new animation, and that was a really good just cancel right there on that charge shot. Oh yeah, we might see a final smash here. Yeah, it's just like Samus's, but got rid of that pretty instantly. Still has the spike with the down air, still has that pretty good back air as well. I don't think if I saw that lingering shot at all. That up B, you're able to angle a lot more, so it's a little bit better as a recovery tool, but ultimately pretty similar. I just noticed that the angles that you can get is just a little bit more drastic. So we got a full charge shot. Dodging some stuff here. Let's see if this Gunner does anything. I don't know if Gunner has any throw combos. I believe that the only way that could be possible is with down throw. Oh god, it's either that. Let me see if the final hit connected there, because I'm actually curious. Or did he fall out? Oh, okay, no, it just canceled. That looked weird. So down throw, up air, doesn't look like it's true, but you can definitely frame trap with it. So you can probably frame trap back air. Definitely going to be a setup that you'd probably want to look for as Mii Gunner, especially at these percentages. Maybe it's something that's slightly earlier. She might be able to confirm down throw, up air into a kill confirm. That might have been confirmed already, but I'm not 100% sure though. But yeah, no, definitely looks like down throw. You'll be able to get something. Probably lower percent you can do nair. Up air, okay, so that is a kill move. So she didn't fast follow it. Probably would have killed Ness, especially since they're around the top platform area. So if you do that down throw up air, 110, 120, you might be able to get that kill. And look at that. That nair looked like it comboed into that back air pretty flawlessly. Let's get the frame by frame analysis here though. So we got nair back, nair. Okay, so I think he got out of hit stun at a certain point, though. But the thing is, so yeah, hits with the nair. Yeah, so I think right there he could have air dodged if he wanted to. But the window on that still looked kind of tight. If he was able to air dodge, it was almost at the very end that he was able to. So maybe 4 or 6 frames to do it. And if you're ready for that, then you can punish the air dodge as well. So you could have just naired and then just gotten ready. You go for the back airs, and then once you've conditioned them to air dodge in that moment, you can just throw out that F smash, because that's definitely wouldn't have been able to jump away, and you can't jump an air dodge with them as well. Oh yeah, something I should mention about the air dodges that I forgot to mention in that advantage disadvantage state video is when you air dodge, if you do the neutral one, you'll land with no lag. And when you do a directional air dodge, as long as you do it without directioning yourself into the ground, you will not land with any lag. So as long as you get the full dodge out and then you land, and then you shouldn't land with any lag. So important thing to keep in mind, but keep in mind if you do the directional air dodge, you'll be helpless for a much longer time than if you do the neutral air dodge. Neutral air dodge, you still are, it's much easier to punish than it was in Smash 4, but you're not nearly as much lag as you were if you did a directional air dodge. So keep that in mind, and dodges do stack up on each other as well. So that's important. And here we have one of the stages that's probably going to be legal. we've got confirmation on the rules that you'll be able to turn hazards on and off now. So definitely, at least by switching off to the rule set. So I know everybody's going to be arguing it. Everyone's going to be pushing for it. The way I see it is we'll probably play it with like 6 months to a year. If it ends up being a problem, it'll be removed. But if, people are smart and they're able to actually, control, change the hazards on and off consistently and remembering it, then I'll see the rule set sticking. But it's still going to be a nightmare to figure out what stage we're playing on. So right now, it's Mii Gunner's kind of getting her butt kicked. But as you can see, yeah, like that from what we've noticed is about the distance that you get off of the fair. Not nearly as much as you used to get before. So yeah, see, she went from there to here. So it's like you could still do raw fair. Probably could get a little bit more distance to that and then down smash. Like I could see her ending up there. But not nearly as like the ridiculous where you go like just across almost like half of FD. Like it was insane how much distance you'd get before. But now, not as much. So your forward throw and back throw, you're probably going to be mostly setting up for like these tech platform situations. These platforms are actually like at the perfect height too. On a heavier character, you probably could do like that back throw at 90, get them there, and then charge shot. So definitely a good setup to have. And just good things to know in general. As you can see, throwing out a lot of those nairs since you don't really land with much lag at all. So definitely huge benefit to Mii Gunner. Yeah, like, yeah, just look at that nair. Just so much space is covered. Yes, throws out nair again. Look how far that hit, too. Like, I want to point out just how big this hitbox really is. So, this is there. Like, it's basically whiffing his head there. But yeah, like, look where it hits. Like, there's definitely a disjoint to this this animation right here. So, good news for me is, like, your hitboxes are a little bit larger than they look. Like, and now that he gets hit out of it, it just looks so far away. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, no, I mean, that actually shows you how good that hitbox is. So, definitely, probably going to be the move that you're going to be throwing out in neutral the most, especially when, you're going to be keeping them out and your opponent's going to be approaching you. So, honestly, the kit just plays so well for that nair. Like, that nair is going to get everything started for you. And then if you're able to get the grenades, too, if they're still in the game, I imagine they are, then, you're just... This character's actually going to be pretty decent. Like, I can see this character actually causing waves in the meta. But I think that's mostly going to do it. I don't know if we really get to see this Mii Gunner land any back airs, down airs, or anything of that nature. I think Charge Shot might be a little bit stronger if it's not just equally strong, but it seems like it kills earlier than it did before. Smash 4, it was pretty weak for a Charge Shot. Like there, oh my god, look at that. Like I'm pretty sure that comboed. Like let's look at that sequence again. Yeah, I got that. And then, dash attack. Oh god, like look at that. Mii Gunner has like one of the best reverse hitboxes too. Like for melee, I love reverse hitbox. Like look at that. Oh, get dunked. And then she just runs her ass all the way over there to dash attack. So he just landed there. So that's what happened, and she was able to cover it. Might have been able to jump away, but Nessa's jump is so slow that I think this dash attack probably would have covered it still. But yeah, I mean that just shows you how powerful the combos really are off of that move. Oh yeah, could have reversed out and F smash there. I missed it. Is that down throw? I want to say that was down throw. Yeah, down throw. So it looks like you can DI. If you DI behind Mii Gunner, it's going to be really hard for her to cover that area, especially at this percentage and if you're Ness. So if you're able to get that far back behind her, I don't think she'll ever get up air true, but she can definitely get that as a frame trap or just like read an air dodge tail. So definitely down throw is going to be your go-to, and you're going to have to read that DI. And yeah, let's get that a Starstorm. Nothing interesting there. But as you can see, yeah, Gunner's able to have a lot of drift. That was kind of one of Gunner's weakest points, was that her recovery was pretty bad. Like if you had your back turn, you of course had the momentum of the fair. But still, it took a while before you could act out of that move too. And yeah, look at that. You're able to do a stall with the reflector, mix up the recovery, but Ness was still able to cover it. But yeah, no, I mean overall, I think that kind of does it for the entire moveset analysis of this character. So once again, I do want to mention I do think this character is looking really good. Definitely should be a matchup you should study up on. Learn what Mii Gunners do now, but know that everything with fair is going to be to a much lesser degree. I don't think you're going to see people really throwing it out much in neutral. I mean, not neutral. Using it as a movement option in neutral as much as before. You're going to see fair all the time in neutral. That's the bread and butter neutral right there. Just playing like a good old fashioned Mega Man style shooter game. You'll definitely see that fair come out quite a bit. But yeah, it just won't be as prominent for using it as a movement option now. So that will kind of just be the biggest thing. And with that said, yeah, that'll cover it. So hope you guys enjoyed that analysis. Hope you understood this character a little bit more. If you want me to go into more comparisons about the differences between Ultimate Mii Gunner versus Smash 4 Mii Gunner, I would not mind doing that at all. Just let me know if that piques your interest. If you would like me to cover the other Miis, let me know. I did play a lot of Sword Fighter back in Smash 4, and I did get to play him again here, so I do know some of the differences between them. Overall, Sword Fighter's looking pretty bad. TLDR of that. Brawler's looking pretty good. I need to play him myself to really understand more, but I love the animations of Brawler. Brawler's animations are actually like among some of the better ones that they've reworked for this game. So definitely character you actually might look forward to seeing, or maybe even playing as when this game comes out. But yeah, no. Let me know if you have any more questions about Mii Gunner. I'll try to get them answered as best as I possibly can. Let me know of any characters you want me to cover in the future. As I did mention, I did have my schedule released already. So next up we're gonna do the King K. Rool updated analysis. Then everything wrong with Zero's tier list. Then on with that's Thursday. Friday. Friday we'll do a video about finding a training group. Coach Wang video. Then Saturday Ganondorf analysis, and then Sunday going to be an update video most likely. But if there is a character you really, really, really want me to cover, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. And with that said, don't forget about the shirts that I mentioned the other day too. If you're watching this now, I am recording this ahead in the future, as you can see. This is on the 19th. But yeah, if you guys are interested in getting the Thanks for Playing Duck Hunt shirt, Wednesday is going to be the last day that you are going to be able to get this before Ultimate comes out. The estimated delivery date for the first run is December 6th. So if you do want these by the time Ultimate comes out, do get these as soon as you possibly can. Again, made by the one and only The Worst Muppet. Always provides great art for the Duck Hunt community. Also provided my profile picture as well. So definitely check out his Twitter if you got a chance. And with that said, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care.